This is a dish that I actually created for the TV show, but it's inspired by the classic Tuscan dish, bistecca alla fiorentina, Florentine-style steak. This is a T-bone. It's called a T-bone. Why? Because it has a T-shaped bone separating the New York strip from the beef tenderloin. Okay, so it's really, it's a great steak for people who like their cake, as it were, and to eat it too. You get two very different cuts of meat. One other point that's sort of interesting, the classic T-bone only has a little tiny piece of filet mignon on it. The porterhouse actually is cut from deeper into the animal, and you get a bigger piece of tenderloin, but the New York strip part is not quite as tender. We're going to season each with coarse sea salt right before we go on the grill. And I'm often asked, well, you know, should you let your steak warm to room temperature before you grill it? And my feeling is absolutely not. I've never seen a steakhouse that leaves raw meat out at room temperature for any amount of time. The heat, your grill is going to be somewhere between 650 and 800 degrees ideally, so believe me, warming it up is not going to take too long. The second thing I am often asked is, what are the seasonings and when should you put them on? I like to go right before the food goes on the grill. If you salt a steak an hour ahead of time, what will happen? The salt will draw some of the liquid out. We're going to go in 45-degree angle to the bars of the grate. Steak this thick about 1.5 minutes. Give a quarter turn. Then we start to see little drops of blood purling on the surface. Turn it over. 1.5 minutes, quarter turn, 1.5 minutes. The idea here is we want to create a handsome crosshatch of grill marks, which is the badge of honor and signature of master grillsmanship. So the last preparation here, what we're going to do is in extra virgin olive oil, we're going to fry garlic and thinly sliced jalapeno chilies and chopped fresh cilantro. And then this mixture will go on top of our steaks. I often like to add wood chips to add a smoky flavor. Two ways to handle wood chips. These are oak chips. You can toss them on the coals dry, in which case you'll get a kind of a light wood smoke flavor, or for more heavy kind of traditional barbecue flavor, you fold the wood chips over. With a sharp knife or a pencil, simply poke a few holes in top. We've made, in effect, what's called a smoker pouch. So this would go under the grate, over one of your burners, under the meat. It would release a smoke flavor, which would be delectable. So these are the steaks. And testing the doneness of the steak, we use the poke test, the OK test. What the heck's that mean? Everybody give me the OK sign. Press the fleshy pad at the base of your thumb, soft and squishy. That's a rare steak. Move it over to your middle finger. Gently yielding. That's a medium rare steak. Move it over one. Kind of semi-firm, but just a little yield. That's a medium steak. And finally, the baby finger, hard and springy. That is a well-done steak. I imagine not too many people in this crowd would do a well-done steak. Okay, so once you have your screaming hot mixture over here, we'll just simply spoon the jalapenos, garlic, and oil over our Tuscan T-bones.